Yo, what is good, guys? Team Nader here, back for another new episode of Star Wars Legions review. We got today Din Baron and Grogu sets from complementaries of the Mandalorian. It's going to be two sets coming in this kit, coming in at $25, excuse me. And yeah, we're gonna crack it open. Have the other little Grogu there, so we'll have a little bit of playability with that, and yeah, we'll see what's good. This video today is also brought to you by Atomic Mass Gaming, which is the new company that is now rolling around Star Wars Legion, and Disney, of course. Disney, make sure you get me monetized, so I'm doing, everything right, of course, trying to get monetized here, y'all. Anyways, with that being said, we're going to be having two little bleach plates as such, and of course we're going to have the QR code because now everything is digitalized, so we're going to just read all the rules online. Yes, apparently. And we got a little nice poster. Din and Grogu, of course. I'm not gonna lie, Mandalorian hasn't been too terrible, and the new series out so far, the new season proves to be interesting, to say the very least. Read this first. There's the QR code. Anyone's screenshot it. That's all there. If you guys are interested in these videos, make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon. I am trying to get these videos out at least 3 days a week, if anything. Get a little bit of content out to you guys. Gonna be throwing out some battles soon enough. Now that we have a very interesting pool of characters, to say the very least, I'd say we can have a little bit of fun. So, we got all of these cards with it. We're going to deal with it in a very sec. Get very situated with them. Get these packs out. Have the satisfying cleaning of paper and plastic and more plastic just fall around in the background. Got a Grogu token, some other stuff. We got immobilized tokens, which is very interesting. Very curious to see what Dingin's got to the field. We're going to go ahead and look at the cards. We'll do the assembly after real quick. Alright, so with this being said, we got an Imperial side. He can be an Imperial counterpart, and he can be a Rebel counterpart, or he can just be a plain old mercenary, which is going to be actually great. So there is versatility in this, and with a new series of bounty hunters coming out, basically, you're able to throw in any bounty hunter into any session of game, which makes your versatility a lot better for any faction that you want to play. So first, we're going to be starting off with the basics, which is Din's Baron rifle. Excuse me, it's very late. Little bit of everything, Anyways, immobilized 2 and suppressive. This thing you already know, it's basically a giant stunner. It's going to be a melee range, which is going to be interesting. It's also going to have to be a move. If you're not engaged, perform a speed 1 maneuver, and then choose an enemy unit in a line of sight. Roll 1 red attack die. If the result is a hit or crit, the chosen unit suffers 1 wound and gains 1 suppression token. So basically, if he's not engaged, he basically can perform a speed 1 and choose an enemy unit in line of sight. Or he can basically just down them with that rifle. So very interesting, very playable. With the cost of coming in at 10, it's very interesting, to say the very least. And then next one, we got the Beskar Spear. It's also going to be a melee weapon. You gain Duelist. While performing melee attack, if you spend an aim token, gain Pierce. While defending against a melee attack, if you spend Dodge, you basically gain Immune to Pierce. That is very interesting. So basically, Din gets become a modest Jedi, to say the least. And then, of course, we have Flamethrower, with this being a range 1 to combat. It's going to have Blast, Spray, and Suppressive. With it being 1 red, it's not terrible. But honestly, for the Spider Droid over there, I would definitely say it would be a little bit better than this. But if you want a little playability for an 8-pointer, or just some fire to be spread around on the field. Throw a little couple extra abilities in the background. Let's say it has like Molotov mixture or something that's napalmy, so it's like it sticks to the floor or something like that. So if anyone's in that for one round, they basically have a chance of getting hit with a red attack. You roll it. If it's a blank, it's a blank. But if it's a hit, it's a hit, you know? So that might be cool. At least I could do some playability in my games, more or less. Mando's Jetpack. Increase your maximum speed by 1, as also you gain jump 2 and perform a move. Ignoring terrain, height 2, lower the treat as if it's a move action. Okay, so basically he has a jetpack. It's not as good as Rex's jetpack, but at the same time, for the Imperial Remnant era, it's the best you're gonna get. With that being said, Mando's got a lot of stuff going for him, or Dinjan Von, however you want to pronounce his name. I'm just gonna say Mando to make it easy and to avoid comments, more or less. But I definitely say he has an interesting array of, or at least an assortment of weaponry, to say the very least. So the first card we're going to have in his command cards is going to be This Is the Way. Dinjan gains 1 dodge token and Relentless. Performs a move, may perform an attack move action. That is really interesting. This guy basically becomes Anakin, and a little bit better. I like this card. I like this card a lot. It has a lot of value, especially for it being a pip 1 pip. That guy basically gets to run around and fire shit. Okay. I like these odds. Dinjan gains 1 aim token. After he performs an attack action, he may perform an additional attack action against a different unit. So this guy basically is able to throw down some dice. I like that. I like that a lot. He's able to split this up a lot. And then he has Whistling Birds. This one, from what I've seen so far, I would have to say would be my favorite. During the activation, Dinjan Darren gains the ability or move. Choose up to 3 enemy units at range 1 in line of sight. For each unit, roll 1 white attack die for each mini that unit has. A unit suffers 1 wound for each attack hit or surge result. That is freaking amazing. That's hilarious. So you're going up against droids. This guy is literally going to take out all 3 squads right then and there. I'm telling you that right now. Especially with the fact that you can throw some aims on him. Of course. Like, duh. That's his trump card. And then we have the hand thing. Wait, what? The hand thing. Yeah, the hand thing. What? The hand thing. Yeah, I'm going to make that a meme. Grogu. This card cannot be selected during the command phase. When a friendly unit at range 1 and line of sight of Grogu is declared as a defender against ranged attacks, you may discard this card from your hand, and if you do, the defending card unit gains a dodge token and deflect during this attack. So basically, the hand thing is a card that you get to discard. And it doesn't work like basic command cards. You basically pop it, and that's that. Cannot be selected. You just basically activate it for Grogu. If I'd have to guess... Yeah. Basically, it's for Grogu. It activates. It's just for him. If I'd have to guess, I don't know. I would have to go into the abilities or, like, console with the opponents or opposing side for a more specific definition. But if I'd have to guess, I'm pretty sure it is just a card you discard. And that's pretty cool. You just get a couple dodges. That's pretty much it. Not terrible. And then, of course, we have Dinjan Darren, and Little Grogu. Of course, we're going to look at this guy first. Get all the rates and appliances in. With this guy and all of his arsenals, right off the bat, I'm definitely saying that's a 5 out of 5. For how much he costs, I'm definitely saying this is a 5 out of 5. With all of everything he has, absolutely 100%. This guy is freaking armed to the teeth, and I love it. Right now, starting off the bat, we have Arsenal 2. While attacking, each mini unit can use up to 2 of its weapons. That is freaking ridiculous. He has the Vibro Knife, and he has his modified pistol, along with all of his other little goodies that you can practically attach almost all of them to. So, that is great. You're not going to have any actual special abilities going with this pack, basically, which is a bit of a downer, but at the same time, with most of the collection that the game has already anticipated you having, you should have more than enough cards to fill in the gaps. If not, like I said, go down in my eBay down below. I will have packs on sale, and if anything, I will be doing free giveaways if anyone goes to subscribe to my channel. Let's try and make it to 50 subscribers by the end of July. If we can do that, I will be doing a free giveaway. I don't know what, but it will be something. Be sure to check that out. Make sure you subscribe, click that bell icon, do all that good stuff, and we will have the better content coming in soon enough, ladies and gents. Without further ado, let's keep going on into this. So, with his arsenal too, and both of his arsenals at the bottom, and his disgusting array of weaponry, I'd definitely say that's a 5 out of 5 as well. This guy's extraordinarily versatile on any front. He has red defense die, which is amazing. He has mild health and really good morale, I guess. He basically has a surge to crit and defense, which is disgusting. He basically gets to go range 3 if he has the jetpack. On top of that, he has impervious, so basically if anyone has pierce, you get to roll that many more defense dice, independent aim, and and 1 dodge at the start of the activation phase. If you do not have an order token, gain an aim and dodge token, so basically he becomes independent. He's just a survivalist. He's out there, bounty. Like, this guy's freaking ridiculous. Lethal 1 for his vibro knife, flip him over. He's got a little bit on the back. Lethal 1, basically, if you spend the aim, you got the pierce, long shot. While attacking, spend 1 aim, increase the weapon's maximum range by 1. Versatile, basically get to attack with different weaponry. Grogu, the myth, the legend, the other unknown child that has been spawned inside the Jedi Council thanks to Disney. We all like him, right? So, this thing is going to be a little bit interesting. He's going to be around 17 points exactly. I don't know what this thing does. He's counterpart to Din Djarin, so you don't have to have him, but I feel like you would be able to have a couple different interesting missions going along with this guy. So, with him being only 1 health, he's a one-shot pup. He's a one-shot pup. He's going to be linked with Din Djarin, so Din Djarin is going to be taking in the hits before Grogu will. Haunted. When Grogu is defeated, place a mini with an unclaimed asset objective token. Grogu may never be restored. Each trooper unit gains claim the asset. At the end of the unit game, if the enemy unit has claimed the asset objective token, the unit's controlling player gains 1 victory token. So if he's dead or alive, if he's dead, he basically is like, you get a victory token no matter what. So that's scary. Latin and power. At the end of your activation, you gain 1 suppression token and roll 1 defense die. On a surge result, you close an enemy unit at range 1 of this mini. Choose. It basically gains 2 suppression and 2 immobilize token. On the blank result, remove a wound or poison token from a friendly non-droid trooper unit at range 1 of the mini. So if you basically get that, or the surge, you pretty much get to throw on a shit ton of suppression and surge or immobilize and everything. And if you just have blank, you just restore something. Nice. I like it. Pretty cool. And that's at the end of every round. So he does throw a little bit of stuff out. 17 points. It's a little bit of playability. Nothing ridiculous. Overall, I am going to be rating this set as a whole, nevertheless. With Grogu being along with Din Djarin, he kind of does up the worth a mild amount a bit. I mean, I wouldn't really say it's like that much, but it's enough. It's enough to really say, well, I mean, if you're going to be playing against Empire or Rebels or something that is going to have suppression, Grogu and Din Djarin can definitely put in a little bit of a dent for you, 100%. With that being said, I will put this guy at a 4 out of 5 at the end of it. His health kind of brings it down a mild bit, and Grogu is a modest liability more than anything. Can take him off, but with him coming as the set, I'm going to treat it as a whole, like I said. And then, of course, we're going to get to the build. So, of course, at this point of the video, if you guys aren't really interested in the assembly point, this is pretty much the wrapping up point. But I appreciate you guys watching the video. It means the world for you at all. Put the views and interests in these things. It is really going to be a hike to try and climb up a mountain of what I want to do in this life. But with the support and everything else in between, I'm sure we're going to get there 100%. Just hella tired right now. So we have two options for the Grogu. At this point, you can hear the little bit of the bot voice coming in. Apologies on that, but you know, it's getting to that point, and the glue is sticking everywhere. Ah. Okay. All right. So the first one we have is a Grogu with a little bit of a frog in his mouth, half a frog in his mouth. Got a little bit of glue on him, but we're gonna call him Groglue for that. This guy is going to be chilling on one of these crates back here instead, but instead I'm going to be priming him another day. Excuse me. So we're going to pop him over here. And then we got this guy over here. This one, I do believe it's just a Grogu pointing with a cutesy little coat. Not going to lie, the little adventures that they've had weren't too terrible. It's an interesting little show to watch, but definitely something if you are busy, not worth adding any extra time for, really. But if you guys are interested in any of this stuff, definitely check it out. Gonna have the Discord over on the link in the description, as well as in the comments for these. Definitely check it out. If anyone is close in proximity, be sure to let me know, because we can definitely get a couple games going. I mean, it's really fun, really interesting, a lot of good times. So this one, it's just him putting his hand out, using a little force. I think I'm going to have that on the tray. Might actually just have him with Dinjon. Actually, nah. I'll have them separate. Alright, we'll be right back for the Dinjon. Alright, we almost got almost all these out. Cape part is a little bit of a more tricky part. I think you might need a little bit of a knife for this. Pardon me while I do this off camera. Ah! Oh shit. Alright, I think we got it. There we go. And then blaster rifle, I will say, for anyone who is planning to pick this up, be sure to be careful getting the blaster bow out, whatever you want to call it, the barn rifle. Almost got one more piece out. Alright, this mask is going to be a little bit tedious to try and do on screen, so I'll do my best. Uh-oh. Got the glue on the thumb. Oh, God. Alright. Ah! Dropped it. Oh, God. Come here. This is very complicated to do off screen. Alright. Got the mask. It's so tiny. Kinda. Alright. What else we got? And yes, the instructions don't really come with how to really assemble it. I mean, it's very more or less self-explanatory, but for those who want a more kid-friendly assembling kit, yeah, I hope you have a QR code reader, because otherwise, good luck. That's not too terrible. It's basically like fitting the puzzle pieces together and gluing it permanently at that. Alright, I'm going to go down the legs, torso done. Pop here. Oh. Oh, no. Alright, we almost got him there. The glue situation is becoming a little bit more messy. Thanks to Loctite glue, this stuff is a little bit very crude and messy in its performance also. Yeah. Should probably get a little bit more of a tighter glue knob on trying to get these, but at the same time it dries rather quicker than most other glues, so it's also why I like it. We're gonna cut back to the end product and be almost done with the video, guys. And here's the end product. It took us a little second, but gonna pop that on in a little bit, but we'll have that on as the final texture when we got the game going on. But this is Dinjan. Dinjan. I'm gonna call him Dinjan. Yeah, Dinjan. Anyways, this is Dinjan. Grogu. Yours to ya. Not too bad for a mold. He's pretty cool, I guess. I say I guess because the cape and the way how his head kind of like sits on there, it's kind of goofy sitting up a little bit. Like, you know, the mask is on him, which I get, but I don't know. I feel like the head's up a little too far and the body's kind of like thrown on a weird slant. He's kind of like thrown together like Lego bricks, you kind of can tell. But it's not terrible. But I'd say for appearance wise, I'd give it a good 3 out of 10. Or 3 out of 5, excuse me. I'd say 3, mainly because I'd put it at a 2, but I feel like with a good paint job, it should look pretty nice. But this is the review for Star Wars Legion on Din Djarin and Grogu. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you pop a like and subscribe for more content like this. I will promise you we will have more action and adventures awaits to come, but there's a little bit of slow progression unit, so bear with me. Go through it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, this is Teaminator signing off. Bye-bye.